Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to the second episode of the mid-season review. Sorry, that song came courtesy of Matthew Salter. Great song. I think they play it at a lot of football grounds, maybe Warsaw, who knows. But yeah, today's episode is going to be Aman. My name's Jeff, and Locksen won Melmore, i.e. Cleve. So straight into it. Let's see what Aman's got. He is in 12th place, which is lower than what was predicted. Well, only slightly. He's predicted 11th. But if we remember, Ronaldinho's only just come back. He's missed like pretty much the whole season so far. So if we look at appearances straight away, his legend pick, Ronaldinho, has yet to start a game and has only made 2 sub appearances. So huge loss. Really unfortunate for Aman. That's the way it works out sometimes. Elsewhere, he's had De Gea, Ake, Lallana, and Socrates all start every single game, which is interesting. Well, the last 3 anyway. It's interesting that they've started every single game. Lewandowski having a great season. If we click to average ratings, Lewandowski 6 goals, 3 assists in 11 starts. Bruno Fernandes having a really good season as well, and Shaqiri doing quite nicely, who seems to be playing left mid. Rashford doing alright, Deulofeu doing alright. So he's got some options, but the fact that Lallana's had to play every single game this season is an issue. And I said in the predictions at the start of the season that the defence was going to let him down, and it looks like that will be the case because he does have some good options going forward, but that defence is just not good enough. Obviously, Aman probably the strongest player in that defence. Wan-Bissaka's good as well, but Socrates, Ake isn't great, and Van Aanholt neither. And it relies a lot on David De Gea to do well, and he's not really 6.68 rating from 13 games, so not ideal there. Literally only Lewandowski scoring by the looks of it. Pepe scored 2. He's actually only played 11 games. Well, only started 6. So who's the manager? Rafa Benitez. So Rafa Benitez, the manager, doesn't seem to maybe know exactly what his best options are in the front 4. Or yeah, I guess the front 4 if you include Barkley in the centre as well. So with Ronaldinho coming back and presumably Rashford makes that starting 11, it is a lot stronger going forward. But yeah, it's always just going to be weak because of that defence, I think. In terms of their schedule, they actually started really nicely. So win, draw, win, which was actually really surprising. And then since then, it does not look good. 1 win from their last 9 games, and that was Tap and Can, Lewandowski double. Yeah, it's not looking good right now for Aman. But like I said, Ronaldinho's back, so hopefully he can, salvage something for them, and we will see. Okay, so let's move on to Cleve. Cleve, again, I think he has been hurt by a lot of injuries. We'll see what his appearances say. So he's had 4 ever presents: Alaba, Sane, Patricio, and Firmino, and those are a very good 4, to be fair. Sane's so rated on this. Firmino obviously is very rated. Alaba's very good, and Patricio's a decent keeper as well. So that's a pretty strong, consistent team. Cancelo's very rated as well on this, as is Kovacic. Cleve's actually got a really good team, so he shouldn't be in 11th place, but I do recall a few injuries. So Ronaldo, when did this happen? I thought he came back from his injury. So yeah, wow. He's had 4 injuries so far this season. I mean, I know he was injury prone, but this is taking it to the next level. So he had a tight groin, only 2 days though. And he had a twisted knee, just the 5 days out. Then he had 6 weeks out through a lower back stress fracture, and now he's just had a hip injury, which has already kept him out for 3 weeks, and it's going to keep him out for another 5, maybe even 8 weeks. So I mean, it's not ideal. Having said that, even when he was playing, he wasn't putting up legendary numbers like Cleveland would have hoped for. 6 appearances, 6 starts, sorry, 2 sub appearances, only 6.85 rating, and only 1 goal. So he wasn't playing well. Now he's injured. It's not ideal. Cleves also only started 6 and 2 sub appearances, so presumably he's been injured as well. Pulled groin, that can't be an extracurricular activity there, that must be football related. Bruised knee, dislocated shoulder, bloody hell. Cleve is taking an absolute beating when it comes to injuries. I think he might have had a couple more as well. Maybe not. Diego Jota probably had a couple of injuries, seeing as though he's only started 8. But we'll see. He's actually had 6 players over 7 rating, which is pretty good going. And those are the usual suspects, as I guess you'd expect. Scoring some goals. Bobby on 5 already. Sane on 4. 6 assists for Firmino. Firmino's absolutely smashing it. 7.47 rating. He's playing up top on his own. I mean, this is a good team. If Cleve can stay fit, if Cleve and Ronaldo can stay fit, then this team won't finish 11th. Having said that, to accommodate Bobby, and unless he drops Bobby in there, I don't know how you accommodate Bobby and Ronaldo without changing formation. But he doesn't need to worry about that until Ronaldo's fit. Carlo Ancelotti is the manager. Rui Patricio is the captain. Interesting one. And Sacco, even more interesting, is the vice-captain. Maybe that's what his team's lacking, a bit of leadership. Although Jordan Henderson surely is the captain's choice. But for whatever reason, he's not. Have a look at the schedule. A lot of draws by the looks of it. That is a hell of a lot of draws. 6 draws, which is more than anyone else. That's annoying. I mean, that's the sort of one. If you convert 2 of those draws, he's all the way up in 7th or 8th. So just needs to convert a bit more. Story of his life, I guess. But yeah, hasn't lost in 4, so that's a plus for him. 4 games unbeaten. Played some good teams as well in Murder on Zidane's Floor, Town, and Jesus Walks, I think, a top half team. So things are turning the corner, even despite the injuries that he's got. He's got Rainbow coming up, which is obviously always a big one, but I'm not going to show it because we watched it last time. And then a couple of home games against teams that maybe should be beaten. So that's your lot. Cleve's team, yeah, not too bad. It shouldn't be in 11th. Anyway, have a good day, fellas.